Hey you may have heard of the game Bloons TD 6, but you might not know what it's about. You also may have just never heard of this game. And if so, this video is for you, because I'm going to tell you everything about Bloons TD 6. Now, it is a tower defense game, meaning you put towers down to defend. Each of them costs a different variety of money, and you have lots of different things. The main premise of the game is that you are a monkey, and you are placing down other monkeys, and you have to pop balloons. Not balloons. Balloons are totally fine. Balloons, though, those are absolutely terrible. Now, let me show you all of the monkeys in detail, because this is very important knowledge for you if you were going to play the game. Now, this is the main menu. There's a play button, a play social button, a powers button, a knowledge button, a monkeys button, and a heroes button. We're going to go to the monkeys button first. Now, there's quite a few monkeys in the game. This is the dart monkey. He has 3 paths. He has the sharp one where he becomes a juggernaut and shoots spiky balls. He becomes a fan club and becomes a fanboy for the super monkey, a monkey that we'll get into later. And the crossbow master, which is the best path, and he becomes very strong. But he also has a 6th tier called the Apex Plasma Master. Now, this is a paragon. Now, some monkeys, like the Spike Factory, do not have the paragon. They're stupid. Look at this guy, no paragon. But some monkeys do have paragons. Paragons are like if you combined every single one of these 5th tiers into one tower. They're very strong. What they do, they consume all other of the dart monkeys for this case, and they do lots of damage. There's different paragon degrees. The worst paragon degree is paragon degree 1, and the highest is paragon degree 100. If you go on the Bloons wiki, they'll actually tell you how to do the degree, but those are really hard to do. That's like science math. I need a master's degree in mathematics to tell you that. But basically, how I think the paragon degrees are is how many pops you have and how much money you spend. So for example, if you only got each tier 5 right then, you would only get a tier 1 paragon. But if you got all of them way earlier, so they got a bunch of pops, and you also got a couple other dart monkeys with high upgrades, then you'd have a much higher degree. So that's it for the dart monkey. The next monkeys will be a lot shorter, as I won't have to explain upgrades and stuff. But yeah. Next we have the boomerang monkey. He has Glaive Lord, where he shoots out these glaives, and he has them spinning around him. He does quite a bit of damage. Then there's the permacharge, where he just fires boomerang real fast. And then there's Moab Domination, where he has special knockback highly boomerangs, which trigger more often and do lots of extra damage. I totally didn't just read that. And then he also has the Glaive Dominus, where he basically shoots out really strong glaives at incredible speeds. Next, there is the Bomb Shooter. He's just a cannon, but he shoots out bombs. He has Big Bomb, Strong Bomb, or War Criminal. That's right, he's a war criminal. Fragments in bombs is a war crime, and then he makes the bombs shoot out. Then the next upgrade, instead of shooting out fragments, when he shoots the bombs shoot out more bombs, and then the bombs shoot out more bombs, which shoot out more bombs. He is insane. Then he has Bomb Blitz, where if you're about to die, he hits all the balloons or something. I don't know. Then there's the Tack Shooter. He has very small range, but shoots lots of tacks in 8 directions. There's Inferno Ring, where instead of shooting tacks, he shoots fire. There's Super Maelstrom, where instead of shooting tacks, he shoots blades all across the map. And then there's the Tack Zone, where instead of shooting tacks, he shoots a lot of tacks and really, really fast. This one's probably the best, even though it's the only one that shoots tacks. This is the only one that actually shoots tacks. After the Tack Shooter, we have the Ice Monkey. What the Ice Monkey does, he has a very small range, but he pops balloons, where he pops balloons, but it doesn't do much damage. But he also stuns them, but he also makes it so other monkeys can't pop them. I really hate this monkey, a lot. Anyway, he has Super Brittle, which makes the Moabs weaker, so, if the other monkeys can pop them, then it'll do more damage. He has Absolute Zero, where he freezes all balloons, making it so all monkeys can't pop them. And then he has Icicle Impale, where he just shoots icicles at them. That's actually the only one that I think is good. And finally, for primary, we've got Glue Gunner. He's basically the ice monkey, but instead of doing damage and making it so other monkeys can't pop him, he shoots them with glue, where it doesn't do any damage, but it makes them much slower, and other monkeys can actually pop them. His top path just dissolves all of them. This thing is really strong. It just makes all of the balloons just become died, unless they're like Moabs. Then there's Glue Storm, where he just glues all the balloons on screen, and they take more damage. And then finally there's Super Glue, where he can glue anything, and it stuns them, which is pretty good. Now we're done with primary monkeys, but there's also military, magic, and support. The primary monkeys are basically just really basic monkeys, but military get into more militaristic things, like more weaponry. If you're wondering why a cannon that literally shoots bombs isn't military, I don't know. Now we have the sniper monkey. He doesn't shoot very fast, but he has global range, which is something I haven't talked about much, but there's a range where the monkeys can actually shoot, but he can basically shoot anywhere. So his first upgrade, he does much more damage, being able to one-shot ceramics, which are the strongest normal type balloon in the game, and eventually being able to cripple Moabs, where he stuns Moabs, the strongest balloons in the game. He does a bunch of damage and makes all other monkeys do more damage to them. Next is Elite Sniper. He gives you a little bit more money, and also commits a war crime. That's right, he shoots shrapnel out of his bullets, which is a crime. Anyway, there's finally Elite Defender. He shoots really, 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 really fast, and that's it. He also does more damage to mobs or something. Next, we got the Monkey Submarine. Now, you'd expect it to go underwater, but only these 3 upgrades actually make him go underwater. These will buff other towers and also do damage to the balloons with their nuclear radiation. Then, there's Preemptive Strike, where he shoots a missile at the balloons right when they come. So, not really a preemptive strike because they're already there. And finally, Sub-Commander. He buffs all other subs, which is pretty useful. Next, we got the Monkey Buccaneer. Now, he's one of those monkeys that has a paragon. We haven't seen one of those in a while. His first upgrade makes him have a bunch of little planes go around. His second upgrade makes him be able to just insta-kill, like, most types of mobs. And his third upgrade gives him money. That's right, money. It increases cash earned by up to 20 other merchantmen. So you just get a bunch of these guys and you make, like, thousands of dollars every round. And then we got the Navarch of the Seas, the best paragon, despite being one of the cheaper ones. What he does, he instantly ropes in any Moab that appears. He also just does a bunch of damage and gives, like, the Trade Empire buff ×2 and makes a bunch of money. He's pretty good. He instantly kills, like, any Moab, and, yeah. But he must be placed in water, so there's that. And there's the Monkey Ace, another monkey with a paragon. Now, you may see, oh, this paragon costs $450,000 more. He must be better. But no, you're wrong. Anyway, there's Sky Shredder, where he shoots a bunch of darts, like a lot. There's Sarbomba, where he shoots out a bomb using an ability, which is something I haven't really talked about, but let me tell you right now. Abilities, basically, the middle path of each monkey has an ability, which usually does something much more powerful, but it does have a recharge, so you can't just, like, keep spamming it instantly. Anyway, there's finally Flying Fortress, which just, it's a big plane. It also has aimbot. What the Monkey Ace does is he just shoots his darts all around. It doesn't aim, but he actually aims, which is why he's the Spectre and Flying Fortress and never miss targeting are the best. Finally, there's Goliath Doomship, where, I think he just does more damage or something, I don't know, and he's a bigger plane. Then there's the Helicopter Monkey. It's like the Monkey Ace, only it actually can move and, like, target and, like, follow the balloons. The first upgrade allows him to, like, follow the balloons just by himself, and it does a bunch of damage. The second one is, like, gives you money and, like, stuff and allows you to move guys. And the third one, I don't actually know what it does. I think it, like, when you're, like, doing bad, it gets stronger, but other than that, it's pretty weak. So, yeah, that one's not that good. Then there's the Mortar Monkey. He just has a single target and it just shoots bombs out there. There's the biggest one where it just does a lot more damage. There's Pop and Awe, where it shoots a bunch of bombs and can stun all mobs on screen. And then there's Bloon Incineration, where the bombs are on fire, which is pretty cool. Then there's the Dartling Gunner. Now the Dartling Gunner just shoots a bunch of darts in one way, like it just keeps shooting them. So first there's the Ray of Doom, where he shoots a laser instead of darts. Then there's the MAD, where he doesn't shoot very fast, but he does a bunch of damage to MOABs. And instead of shooting darts, he shoots bombs. And then finally, there's the Bloon Exclusion Zone, where it aims by itself, doing much more damage, and it shoots a buckshot instead of darts. The Dartling Gunner stops shooting darts after its second upgrade. It is a Dartling Gunner, and it doesn't shoot many darts. That is all for the military monkeys, and they're all pretty military if you ask me. I mean, Bomb Shooter might be more military than like the Monkey Buccaneer, who can say, considering he only has like one upgrade that's military, but whatever. On to the magic. Okay, we're now on to the magic monkeys. So first, there's this is the wizard monkey. He just shoots like magical spells and stuff. Pretty cool if you ask me. He has the Archmage, where he becomes Gandalf and just shoots really strong and fast. There's the Wizard Lord Phoenix, where he shoots fire and has a phoenix that helps him. And then there's the Prince of Darkness, where he is just the Grim Reaper and sends out a bunch of undead monkey bloons, and they attack for you. And then his Paragon, Magus Perfectus, basically uses the undead bloons more, does more damage, and has an evil phoenix. He is really, really strong. Not as strong as another upgrade that we'll get to, but yeah. Anyway, here's the super monkey. He's just the dart monkey, but he shoots really, really fast. His first tier is the true sun god, where he is just God. He just becomes God, you know. He also sacrifices all other towers, and he even has something really cool, but you gotta look that up. I'm not telling you. Then there's the Robo Monkey and an anti-bloon, where he becomes a robot, shooting twice as much, and then having an ability where he destroys all bloons in his range and does a lot of damage. Finally, there's Batman. He's just Batman. Well, he can teleport and stuff. Also, he can make it so bloons don't get to the end, which is kind of like what they have to do to win. It basically is just like a free win card, so like you have to be really, really bad to lose if you have Legend of the Night. Anyway, now on to the Ninja Monkey. So first off, he can see camo bloons immediately. Camo bloons are basically just bloons, but they're really hard but most monkeys can't really see them without an upgrade, but Ninja Monkey can. For his first upgrade, he shoots really fast. Second upgrade, he stuns MOABs or something, I don't know. In his third upgrade, he throws bombs at the MOABs. The Ascended Shadow, basically, he can stun the MOABs and throws really strong bombs at them and shoots really fast at the same time. Then there's the Alchemist. The Alchemist throws potions and only has one upgrade where he does alchemy. Alchemy is the thing where you transfer metal into gold, and this is the only upgrade where he makes metal into gold. The others are either rubber or they have nothing to do with alchemy. Anyway, his first upgrade basically just buffs other towers, which can be useful, but I don't use it much. I don't know why though. The second upgrade, he just becomes Jekyll Hyde. Yeah, that's it. He just becomes a monster and transforms other monkeys into monsters. This final upgrade is the one that I was talking about. This thing is actually overpowered. It only costs $40,000, and what it does, he throws his potion and transforms some of the strongest bloons in the game into red bloons, which are the weakest bloons. They only have 1 health. He just destroys everything. He is so good. Anyway, next we're at the Druid. The Druid throws a lot of he shoots thorns. First upgrade, he becomes he has the old upgrade for the wizard in the Bloons Tower Defense 5, and he just throws tornadoes and stuff. His next upgrade, the Spirit of the Forest, what it does, it puts these little vines of death all over the track. And the final Avatar of Wrath, it buffs other pop lusts and stuff, and more bloons there are, more damage it does. I don't know. And that's it for magic. There's not that many magic monkeys, and there was even less support monkeys until quite recently. So let's talk about them now. Finally, we're at support monkeys. These monkeys basically just support your other monkeys. First off, we got the banana farm. It gets you extra money. The banana central gives you more bananas faster and buffs other banana farm. Monkeynomics basically holds all your money into a bank, and then you can just collect it. It also gains interest and the ability. Originally, it just gives you have to pay back a loan, but this one, the final upgrade, allows you to just do anything you want. It just makes it, you could just get the 10,000 or like whatever. And then finally, there's the Monkey Wall Street, where it just gives you extra health and like gives you bananas automatically, which is very nice. Next up is the Spike Factory. It just shoots spikes on the ground. First upgrade is Super Mines. Now, Super Mines is absolutely terrible. It can't solo the round 500. It just throws mines or whatever. I don't care. Next is Carpet of Spikes, where it shoots spikes all across the map, which is kind of cool. And then there's Perma-Spike, where the spikes are just permanent. They don't leave. The other spikes will leave after the end of the round, but Perma-Spikes don't, which is very cool. Also, something to talk about, you can only get one tier 5 upgrade each game. You can get the tier 4, you can get spiked mines 100 times, but you only can get one super mines. So super mines is never good. You can't even get 1,000 of them, so yeah, just terrible. Next up is the Monkey Village. This thing just buffs all your monkeys and can't really pop balloons. The first upgrade only buffs primary monkeys and shoots a thing that is actually one of the strongest towers in the game. It actually does like a bunch of damage. I told you it can't do damage, but primary expertise can do damage. But yeah, it buffs primaries. The next one allows all monkeys to like see camo and pop every single type of balloon. And the final one first allows monkeys to do more damage and cheaper, but then he gives you free dart monkeys, and then finally absorbs all your other banana farms and makes more money. I think it's good if you use it in the right way, but if you don't, then it's really bad. Next, we got Engineer Monkey. He has a gun that shoots out nails, and you know, that's it. His first upgrade is he shoots a bunch of sentries out, like these little things, and eventually become really strong. His original name is actually Sentry Paragon, but after Paragons were released, they changed his name. But he does have a Paragon, don't worry. His next upgrade is Ultra Boost, which just buffs your other monkeys. And his final upgrade is the extra large trap, where he traps all balloons in a big trap. And there's Master Builder, where he shoots sentries. You know how I said it's like a combination of all tier 5s? This guy is more like, it's tier 6 of the sentries, and does like a little bit of this, and no balloon trap. There's no balloon trap in this Paragon. And the final monkey, which was released very much more recently, is the Beast Handler. He just uses beasts and attacks. He has a fish, which is pretty cool. He has a bird, which eats fish, so it's better. And there's a dinosaur who evolved into bird. So the bird upgrade is actually the best upgrade in the game. Just saying, the bird one's better. But yeah, the fish eats the Moabs. The Gigantosaurus eats the Moabs, and the Wakai, I don't know how to say that. It makes the Moabs go back. And that is every single tower in BTD 6. That took a while. But there's also heroes. Don't worry though, this will be. Heroes are basically monkeys, but they're stronger, have voices, and also upgrade themselves over time. First off is Quincy. He's an archer. He doesn't buff any other towers and is pretty useless. Next is Gwendolyn. She has a flamethrower and also buffs other towers. Then there's Striker Jones. He has a bazooka and buffs other towers. Then there's Oben. He just uses wolf attacks and buffs other towers. Then there's Geraldo. He's just a guy, but he sells you stuff that gets better and better as the game progresses. Then there's Captain Churchill. He's just a guy in a tank. Yeah, that's it. Also, you may have noticed that he looks pretty cool here. That is because heroes have skins that you can buy for extra monkey money. I have all of the skins for Churchill. I don't know why. But yeah, look, see, like for Oben, like they would cost 2,500 monkey money. So yeah, there's skill skins. Then there's Benjamin. He gets you money at the beginning of every round, which is very cool. Then there's Azili. I don't know what she does. I bought her on accident, but Whoa, she's a wielder of dark arts and manipulator of balloons. Be rare. I think she like curses the balloons or whatever. I don't know. She's pretty bad. Then there's Pat Fusty. He is just big monkey. And he just crushes the balloons. Next is Adora. I don't have Adora, but I think she like sacrifices your monkeys, but is pretty strong. Then there's Admiral Brickle. She's a monkey in a boat, and I think she buffs other water towers. I don't know. Then there's Etienne. He uses drones to attack you. I actually made a whole video about Etienne and why I hate him. But yeah, he's actually not terrible. He gives all he buffs all monkeys by letting them see camo, so that's pretty cool. Then there's Sada. She just uses swords and just destroys all balloons, which is pretty cool. And then finally, there's Sai. Sai is an actual child. It's the only child in the game, and you can sell monkeys. So you can sell children in Bloons Tower Defense 6. What Sai does, though, is just make balloons have splitting headaches and kills them like that. That's pretty cool. But let's say, hey, I know all this monkeys and stuff, but I want to actually play the game now. If you're gonna play Bloons, first you have to pick a map. Now, there's easy maps, which are all very easy. There's intermediate maps, which are like decently difficult. There's advanced maps, which are pretty difficult. And then there's expert maps, which I have trouble even beating the easiest difficulty on. Now, all of these maps have different difficulties. Let's show the moon map. Now there's easy mode, obviously, but there's also primary only, which you can only use primary monkeys, and deflation, where you get a certain amount of money to go from round 31 to round 60, which is pretty cool. Then there's medium. There's reverse, where the monkeys go in a reverse order, and the balloons go reverse in the track, and the rounds are reversed. There's military only, which is self-explainable. And there's apocalypse, which it makes all rounds start immediately and gives you more balloons, and I hate it more than anything else. And then there's hard mode. There's magic monkey onlys, which you already know what that means. There's double HP Moabs, where the Moabs are stronger. There's half cash, where you only get half the money. There's alternate balloon rounds, where the balloons come out at different times. Now you may think, wait, what about those other two down there? Well, those are Impoppable and Chimps, but those are so hard. Check it out. You get your own medal for them. Look at that. New medals than the other ones at hard. You get a new medal for each of them. Also, if you get all of them, your border becomes black. So you got to get all the medals. But if you cheat, you don't. So yeah, look. Impoppable and Chimps are so hard they give you extra money. What Impoppable is, everything costs more money and you only have 1 health. And Chimps is, everything costs more money except everything doesn't cost more money. It costs the same as normal. But there's no powers, no banana farms or any way of making money, no monkey knowledge, no continues, and yeah, that's about it. It's pretty difficult. If you're wondering, what is monkey knowledge? Well, here it is. There's primary monkeys, there's primary, which is basically buffs. There's primary knowledge, military knowledge, magic knowledge, and support knowledge, which is all just buffs to these towers. But then there's also hero knowledge, which buffs heroes, and there's power knowledge, which buffs powers, except for this one. This one doesn't buff powers, but it's really good. It's the only good one, actually. And that's monkey knowledge. It's really helpful, so not getting it is kind of sad. But there's a moon map, and you can sell children on the moon in Bloons Tower Defense 6. That's pretty cool. Now, let me go into Sandbox to show you some of the actual things in Bloons Tower Defense 6. But also, most things can't pop it. Now, this guy, for example, this guy can't pop it. That guy can pop it. Next is a zebra balloon. It's immune to freezing and explosives. He was able to pop it because he has like the frag bombs, but look, here. Here, we just got a normal one here. Can't pop it. Whatever. Then there's the rainbow balloon. It has a bunch of health. It has a bunch of health in it. Then there's a ceramic. Now the ceramic has a bunch of health and has 2 rainbow balloons in it. Then there is the Moab. The Moab has even more health and has 4 ceramics in it. This thing is pretty strong, so it can pop it, but you know, you'll see. Look at this. Look, can't pop. Beat it. There's the BFB, which is just a Moab, but it has more health and has 4 Moabs in it. There's a ZOMG, which is just a BFB, but it has more health and has 4 BFBs in it. Then there's a DDT, which you probably think is just a ZOMG, but has more health and has 4 ZOMGs in it. But look at this, look. it isn't. So we have this guy. This guy, you need it to be able to see camo. So only this guy can pop it. But this thing is also lead. So this guy, he sucks. Let's get someone who can see camo, who can pop lead. Like this guy. This guy can pop lead. He's very cool. But he can't see camo, so he can't pop it. Now we can just use a village, and then they can pop it. Look at this thing. Now this guy, it is also very fast and has 4 regrow camo ceramic balloons inside of it, as you'll see. Look at this. Once it pops, it takes a little bit, but it will pop. Look, this ability will speed it up. But yeah, you might have not been able to see it, but yeah. And then there's finally a BAD, the Bad Airship of Doom or something. It's just a ZOMG, but it has more health and has 4 ZOMGs and 4 DDTs inside of it. That's all the balloons in the game. Now you basically know all there is to know about balloons, but there's probably still one thing you're wondering. But let's answer that right now. Okay, we're back at the home screen for you to ask one thing. How much does this game cost? Now, I'm currently playing it on mobile, but it's also on a computer on Steam, so it probably costs more than just free. Now, this game, you might be thinking, hey, that looks pretty fun, but is it too much money? Well, it is $10 on computer and like $6 on mobile. Now, considering that this game is very fun, and I didn't even explain like half of what's in this game, you should definitely get this game if it sounds good. Like, I didn't even explain half of what this game has in store. So, very fun game. I would recommend. And yeah, that's basically it for you to know about Bloons Tower Defense 6. Also, Benjamin commits tax.